Robin Slim Show, we are back, and we have BOTZY on the line, right, BOTZY?
Oh, yeah.
What's up, dude?
Not much. Chilling.
Nice, dude. Where are you from, bro?
Man, I mean, believe it or not, I'm from the East Coast. I grew up in Boston.
Wow. How did you...
Yeah, I've been in...
You're Central Mountain. Are you, like, Midwest now?
Yeah, I've been in Minneapolis now for, I want to say, about 8 years now.
Cool. How did you end up there?
Oh, a lot of it was music. I migrated from Boston to Arizona. I was in Arizona for 2 years, and while I was out there, I was building with a lot of cats that were from Minneapolis. Like every time that the Doomtree Kids would roll through, or Tokyo Wright, or Carnage, or Ernie Rhodes, whenever they came out to Arizona, they'd kick it with us. And I was invited out to Minneapolis to open up for Carnage's CD release show at the Dinky Towner in '07 or '08. Came out here, immediately fell in love with everything out here. So
wow, I heard hip hop. I heard Boston has a great hip hop scene for underground.
You know what's crazy is I was growing up there. Not to say that it wasn't. I just was not exposed to it. And then recently I went back out there, and my friend Jay Thrills and I went to a show where he performed Freestyle Battle. He actually won that night, and that was almost the first time that I was really exposed to the underground scene, and I was just thoroughly impressed and enthusiastic about all of it.
Nice. Were you welcome? Were you welcome when you went out there? Like you said, you fell in love with it. Like, did they accept you well out there?
In Minneapolis?
Yes.
Oh man, I mean, I would like to think so. I mean, with any amount of momentum or success, you get both sides of it, right? But
yeah.
I've done everything really that I would have wanted to do inside of the city. I have already done. So to me, that was like a welcome, open arms kind of situation. I've made music with people that I used to look up to and now see as peers, and I've also played every venue in the city, which is really like just a monumental thing to me that I'm even able to do that, and the radio loves it. So yeah, I would say I feel very honored to be an outsider, but still, participate in the scene here.
That's cool, man. I saw you tour a lot too. I saw on your website.
I've definitely done some stuff. Biggest thing I ever really did, but I think we did when Fake Four's record label from Connecticut. I don't know if you're familiar with like Chesky, or they put out Open Mike Eagle's early records, or Astronautos' early records. They released probably my first real solo effort, which was Buck Foxy in 2013. And when they did that, they set up it was a good like 35, 40-day tour that we hit the East Coast all the way from Baltimore and back up to Connecticut and New York and the areas of that sort. And that was dope. And I've also been to South by Southwest. I want to do a lot more on the West Coast, to be honest, but
cool.
It's a whole different ball game.
How long have you been doing music for, dude? Because your style's amazing. You're comfortable on camera and rhyming, and your videos are amazing, dude.
Oh man, thank you. I've been, from a musicality standpoint, like not taking into consideration like lyrics or vocals, it's musicality. At a young age, I did a little bit of stuff. I played trombone as a teenager, but I would say it really like didn't actually start getting knee deep into things until I was like 19, 20. And same thing for spitting. I was always a writer. I always wrote short stories or poetry. I won a poetry contest, first grade, from crazy shit that was like an alligator flew out of my tub, a parrot flew into my brain or some shit. But so that I always had a way with words. I could always spit game of girls. So that's been with me. But I didn't. I'm one of those kind of kids that like, if I do something and I actually make a conscious choice to do it, then I do it 100%. I don't really like put around and do like 60-40 or any of that shit. So like when I started to do rap, I was like, when I started to do music, I was like, okay, we're doing this, and I did it every day, and have since I started. So
cool. It's like that or nothing, right?
With me, it really is, and the only way to maintain that, in my personal opinion, or at least for my the way that I treat life, is to be diverse in the, you know, if I'm doing music, then I have to be really diverse in how I handle music. So having a project like Culture Cry Wolf, which was ska, punk, reggae mixed with doo-wop and hip-hop, and we had trumpet, guitar, singing, rap.
Yeah.
You know, that was like one outlet for me, and then I do my own stuff, which might be more angsty, and then other side projects with electro, indie pop, and, you know, by able to have all these flavors, I'm able to stay dynamic and interested in music rather than getting bored and fed up with it.
Yeah, because I only heard the solo stuff, and Slim found the stuff with the other band.
The Culture Cry.
The Culture Cry, yeah. Like, he played that for me a few weeks ago. I'm like, this shit's cool, man. This is really cool.
Yeah, if it confuses fans, I will say that. Like, I mean, people will be like, you know, the girls want me to keep making music for the girls, and the guys are like, dude, man, just like make some more pissed off shit. And then, you know, at the end of the day, I do all of it, and, you know, I'm just happy that people even want to listen at all. So, like, if I can please some people, that's what matters.
That's all right, though. Keep them on their fucking toes, bro.
And I grow, you know, with everything that I do that's different.
Yeah,
I grow with it. So I think that pays off for the fans more than anything, is to not, you know, I just heard the new Aesop Rock song today, and I fucking love Aesop. Like, Aesop's incredible to me, and I heard it, and I was like, yo, this sounds like the old record, and I was like bummed out. Not because he's a, you know, infinitely talented dude, but I was like, I just want something new.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happens with rap more than anything else. It does happen with other things, but, like, if you don't push yourself to grow, then you're going to make the same record over and over again.
Yeah, I've definitely felt that way about your stuff, dude. And, like, it just seems like you're always growing, and your videos, like, do you come up with all the ideas for those, or do other people, like, brainstorm with you? Because they're always different and changing.
It meant a lot to me when you said earlier, like, that you like them, because, I mean, really, all the videos that are out now, I think we're about to see a big shift. Like, I'm now working with people that have done, like, very industry driven people that have been inside of the industry and done some amazing things. You know, those are the people that I'm trying to work with right now and having conversations with. And but up until now, it's all been my own. Like, Ate Me, for instance, I know that was like one of the first things you guys got turned on to.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
That was my concept from its entirety, and I even built the set by hand. So I built those walls with 2x4s and drywall, and painted them in thrift shops to get everything, and outfitted it and picked the cast. Like, all of that stuff was somewhere inside my brain.
Believe it or not, you had said that was the first thing we got into. Actually, the first thing we heard of yours, I think, was Orange Water Bottle.
No, I found that after Ate Me. Somebody tweeted me. Somebody tweeted me, like, you're into weird stuff. Check this out. And I watched it, and it had that, like, 60s style horror movie feel to it. I was like, this is cool. And then the next suggested well, that was Ate Me, but then Orange Water Bottle was the next one YouTube played, and I was like, that shit's crazy too, man. It's just that gymnasium, like, it was crazy, man.
We were super fucked up inside of that shoot. like this girl comes up to me and she's like, yo, you know, like, if you ever, like, she was like a manager at LA Fitness, and she's like, yo, if you ever want to, like, I know you do a lot of videos, if you ever want to do something inside of there after hours, like, sure. And I was like, you know, my brain, I'm like, oh, damn, that'd be crazy. Like, yeah, let's I'll find a way. And we had that song, and I mean, it might have been like the most clusterfuck type of show or video that we ever shot, because we showed up and the entire cast was just wasted. But it worked out. It was authentic. Everybody was just super goofy and into it. We didn't get in trouble with no lawsuits from LA Fitness yet, so good.
What was it? Flameburger, dude. Did you have, like, a sideshow or something involved in that? Like, that shit was crazy.
Yo, that's probably one of my more favorites. But, like, there was a time period. There was a record called Libel that I don't think you guys have probably heard, and it got released, and then I got a cease and desist letter, and I had to, because of some samples and clearance shit, I had to immediately pull the record off.
Wow.
Well, while I was and that's fine. We're about to re-release it, this year actually. So, like, but while I was making that record, I intentionally went crazy, like, very, very intentional, not even metaphorically speaking. Like, I did a lot of things that kind of pushed my brain to the brink, and while doing that, there was Flame Burger, which is this restaurant that's open 24/7, and it was right down the street from me. So I'd show up there like every day at like 3:34 in the morning. I'll be like, give me a steak and eggs and like 5, 6, 7 cups of coffee. Let's do this. And during that process, I made the song called Flame Burger, which is like, you know, a little, you know, schizophrenic and crazy, and meant to. And then after I made it, I was like, would you guys let me shoot in here? Because I want nothing more than like the metaphor to be real, for like me to be here in like my orange PJs and just like have ridiculous. The only thing we didn't get to put in there that I wanted to put in there was like a fire breather. But aside from that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you were in like the red pajamas or whatever, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was definitely like that mind state of like, you know, you see me in there and like looking at everybody like they're all crazy, but in all actuality, I'm a little out of my head. And it was great. We had a girl in a hot dog costume and like human pyramid, and the homies came out and they actually, you know, that scene where they throw the money on me, that wasn't in the script. The owner of Flame Burger was this really chill ass dude. He was like, at the end of the video shoot, he was like, "This is a rap video. How come you don't have any dollars?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, like, I'm kind of broke. Like, I can't do that." And he goes, he went to the ATM and pulled out like $400 in 20s, and he's like, "Here, use this." And so we used the owner of Flame Burger's money and like threw that in the air. So, you know.
That's cool, man. Wow.
I feel very, very, very blessed, man. I think a lot of the cool things that I've done are just like really like chill people that maybe, you know, just understand and vibe with what I'm doing, and allow for some really cool things to happen with like not much of a budget. I think that the next thing that comes out that's an actual release will have like a lot of money behind it that I'm, you know, both nervous and excited for. But like everything to date has just been like a lot of favors, a lot of support, and a lot of like, I'll scratch your back if you rub my balls. I don't know. Like,
is Polkadot Mayhem your label, or is that a company that you work with?
Oh no, it's definitely not. It's definitely not mine. It's. I mean, like I have a lot of sway in like what I do there, and also a lot of like. I would say like direction in regards to like, I guess I could say I have like the running A&R role. Like I am probably the most connected in the local scene in regards to the other dude who runs it. And so a lot of times I'll be like, yo, this person is, you know, underrated and doesn't have enough momentum, but their potential is there. And I'll bring them and set up the meetings. Or at the same time, I'll be like, yo, this person's talented, but their ego is too big. Don't fuck with them. And, you know, so I kind of play that role, and in the same breath, I also get a lot of leeway if I want to put stuff out a certain way that maybe they normally wouldn't do.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure if it was your company or if you just worked with them. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, we're working very close with them because I am part owner. I'm not a large part owner, but you know, and it helps with like. I share the vision. Like the dude that Matt, who's the guy that runs it, is the vision is to not be a rap label. It's not to be a folk label. It's not to be it's supposed to be to like, you know, merge, really connect these dots. I think his vision is that right now people are fans of music. They're not a fan of genres. So to try and like actually create a project-based label where we can put something out like Mark Malman's record, and then the next thing that comes out after that is a folk record. And last summer there was a ukulele record. Before that, electro indie pop. And after that, it was dark EDM electro, and then have my weird shit on there. Like that's like, you know, as crazy as that concept is, I feel it and I love it because that's how I treat my art. So I really vibe with that, and I stand behind it because there's been other things on the table, but I really appreciate the ability to do me.
Yeah, dude.
And not be told what I am, you know.
I agree, dude. Yes. What how do you feel music nowadays is compared to years ago? Because I feel like if it were the '90s, we'd be seeing you on like MTV and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, like I'm sure, you know, for hip hop world things have changed, but I mean, a lot of people get salty about this, but I mean, like, before I picked up the phone with y'all, I was listening to Young Thug. So it's like, I like the fact that things have not stayed the same, but I also understand that a lot of the material that I have put out to date would have done better 10 years ago. And all that really does to me is just really solidify, like, yo, like, that's what I grew up on, and I want to make that kind of music. I think that things change, and I think that's a good thing. I think that, like, when College Dropout came out, like, Kanye dropped College Dropout, and that made me look at hip-hop different. And I think, at the age that I was at when that came out, and I think that when Chance the Rapper put out the Acid mixtape, right? I think that was like, that did something for that new generation, the same way that College Dropout did something for me. So things evolve, things change, and I think it's great.
Yeah,
personally.
That's cool, dude. I was worried. I saw on SoundCloud the other day that you checked one of our shows out. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna cancel. He's gonna be like, you guys are assholes.
Oh hell no! Yeah, I wanted to make sure, because like I wanted to make sure that I knew what I was getting into, and like it was the opposite. Like the way when I saw that, I was like, hey, this is gonna be tight, because they're East Coasters, and I could totally just say some shit and it's gonna be chill. Like, I'm into it.
I was like, oh, what are we gonna ruin? We're gonna ruin an interview. Yeah. Oh,
I think what you guys are doing is dope, man. You got an eclectic group of people, and you guys have no problems just like having fun. I think that's shit, man. That embodies pretty much all I do. So we vibe.
Cool, man. Cool. I did like going back to your videos, Infinitesimal. It just seemed like, yeah, you were having fun. You were just playing basketball in the driveway, but the song is so deep, bro. Like, you're
totally,
like, it's such a great song. That was what I feel like one of your changing, when you said you've evolved as an artist. That was one I feel that really epitomizes that.
I agree, and I think that video is super interesting, because that's the first one that I edited that one myself. Probably the only one that I did the editing myself on. And we weren't even supposed to shoot a video for it. We got all this fancy Polkadot paid for, like, nice camera and all this other shit, and we had it for a full weekend. And that was like, so like, yo, let's just set this up on my driveway and see what we can, see what it looked like. Because believe it or not, we shot that was done on Friday. We shot Infinitesimal, Flameburger, Bay T Gray's Now or Never, all of Wesley Hope. We shot about like 9 videos in 3 days.
Wow.
And that was the first one.
Oh my God, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, Polkadot's crazy.
Yeah, man. We need Polkadot in our lives.
Right? You gotta have like the mover shaker. You gotta have, I can't tell people no, but I got somebody that can, and that's what's important.
Yeah. Are you gonna make a video for Gwen Stefani?
Oh my God, soon. So like the dude, here's one of my very good friends, very, very good friends. His name is Adam. He I never knew what he did. We just would go bowling together, and I eventually found out that like he's a music video guy. He does film, amongst other stuff. He does music, and he also does animation and things of that sort. And in his career, he's a little bit older than me, and in his career, he's made Eminem's Toy Soldiers.
Yes.
He shot that video. Wow. He shot videos for 50 Cent, Gwen Stefani, Modest Mouse, The Cure. He's done a lot of awesome shit.
Wow.
And he does a lot. And he actually approached me and wanted to do a song. He wanted me to make a song for a video, or that he would eventually make a video for. And that song has been made, and we'll see whether or not that works. But he really likes Gwen Stefani. So right now, all I'm looking for is a DP, and the goal will be to hopefully shoot a video with his help for Gwen Stefani.
That song was great, man.
I think the song could do really well. I feel weird about it because I've never made a song that poppy or like that fun.
Yeah.
It was very nostalgic.
Yeah,
it brought me
just
back to my
fun,
childhood.
like you said, like Dunkaroos and shit, man. Like, that shit was so
right?
cool.
It was super weird to make that, and like, but I was also at a time where I really needed that. You know, when I'm angsty, I make happy shit. When I'm happy, I make angsty shit, which is probably why I make a lot of angsty shit, because I try to be happy often. And that moment we made that, I'll never make a song like that again. I feel weird about it being out there, because new fans, like people that just stumble across me, be like, man, this is what he is. What is he, like 10 years old? Like, come on. But at the same time, I gotta appreciate the possibilities of that song. Like for my friend to make me a video to that song, who's already made a song made a video for Gwen Stefani.
Wow,
I mean,
yeah.
you know, shit. Maybe she would like it. Maybe she want to go out on a date with me, and then, you know, we could just like Netflix and chill with Gwen Stefani. I mean, sorry, Blake. I don't know what to tell you.
Right?
I mean, I'm not trying to marry her. I would, but like, I'm not trying to marry her. I just want to hang out with her for a night. And if her boyfriend's selfish about that, then like, sucks for him. I don't know.
Oh, that's great, dude.
Slow burning was a. I like that song a lot.
I mean, like, tell me she's not the hottest like 50-some-year-old you ever see, right?
Yeah, I don't think he heard you out.
BOTZY, our buddy Pete said slow burning.
Yeah, definitely slow.
Oh, slow burn.
Was that the one on the couch?
Yeah, that's what they were
you found that like a few weeks ago, right, dude?
Yeah. I definitely identify with that one.
That was cool, man.
We shot that in that same weekend. That was one of the ones that same weekend. I had this concept of just like, I was like, if you rent a U-Haul, right, and then you put a couch on the back of it, and then you drove around, like, it would look like the couch was floating. And, you know, sure enough, I almost fell off of it. I was like on a lot of gabapentin at the time, and it was just a little weird. I don't suggest doing that, but like, it worked out. I'm still not dead yet, so.
I was wondering, like, the people that are in your videos, are they all personal friends?
Oh, a lot of them. Yeah. I did. I think we only did casting calls for like a lot of the Culture Cry Wolf videos. When it comes to my own shit, I don't want to pay people. Like, I don't want to pay people that I don't have money for. And I also, like, a lot of my concepts come from, like, you know, like just having weird ideas with my friends. Like, they kind of get annoyed with me because I might just be brainstorming while we're like hanging out and we're supposed to be hitting on girls, and I'm just like thinking about music videos or something. And like those ideas will be born out of their interactions or their personalities. So oftentimes I don't have to do casting. My ideas start with them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Cool, man.
On that slow burn video, though, man, I don't know if you guys noticed, but that couch in the beginning, that's in the 8 that's the 8 set. That's how we shot them all in that same weekend. So that couch in the beginning, my friend Nathaniel Bates is like sitting there on the couch. He's the smaller dude with the curly hair, and like, it's not in the video, but he totally hit that blunt backwards. He put the cherry right on his lip.
Oh,
What was the video where you were getting tortured by the girl?
Couldn't believe my eyes. Which is probably like one of the more, like, that song is super real to me. Like, very, like, it signifies a moment. And all the verses are very personal and to different people. And we shot that at the Polkadot Mayhem warehouse space and at this bar that was across the street from my house. And the girl that is in that video, oddly enough, ended up being about the subject of the video. You know, it just goes down. It goes down.
That was like scary. That was like one of the ones, like I say, like horror movie style. Like, it was cool, man. Like, just crazy shit.
Yeah, my friend Adam Dunn had the concept for that. You know, just like Hitchcock, when you see that pipe go up and knock my ass out, and there was no way to fake the scene. So like, when I'm tied up in a chair and they kick the chair over and I fall over on the side, like, there was no way to fake that. So we shot it like 6 times, and then like we kept going because Adam was just like seeing me fall on the floor, and I was like, dude, you got the shot. He's like, oh, I got the shot a long time ago. We just like seeing it.
We just want to see it again. Oh shit. That's good, dude. That's crazy. What's coming up next for you, dude?
So I'm sitting on, man, right now I'm sitting on like probably like 30 some odd master tracks. So I have, like, Gwen Stefani was made in August and it didn't come out until like a month or so ago. So I'm kind of sitting on everything because of the situation with the libel re-release. Because that's gonna be a big thing. There's gonna be a lot of money thrown at it, but at the same time, it's gonna take a long time for it to be released properly. And then all of the other stuff in between, it just depends on like how like vicious my ego is. If I wake up and I just want to release something, I probably will. And if my guess is I'll probably release one more mixtape before that comes out. I would assume that like right around like May or June, I'll end up dropping like a 16-track mixtape for free. That'll be a lot of loose ends that are all still awesome. They just didn't fit the vibe of a concept record. And then at the end of the year, we'll see Libel come out. So
cool, dude. That's cool. BOTZY, we have to wrap this up in a few minutes, but could you rhyme for us, bro?
Oh man, you want me to rap for you, huh?
Yeah, man.
I think I might be able to. I'm gonna look at my. I'm not gonna freestyle because there's no beat though.
Yeah, we don't know if we'd be able to do that because of the phone. I think it would be fucked up.
Let me look at my I got all these weird ass verses just chilling, so I could pick one of them.
Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome.
What do you? Let's see here. Oh man, right now I'm getting massaged by a beautiful girl, and it's really hard to focus. but it's all good because I'll do it anyway. Gobbledygook, gobble gobble my own thoughts. Probably hobbling from a hard game of hopscotch. I thought that the case could drop. Hit me up, sippy cup. I don't care what you bought. I be the oddity wobble awkwardly, oftenly. I mean, I'm happy that happy don't really fuck with me. Up in the heavenly Ebenezer, the Eskimos, probably tripping balls, sipping down on some ice cones. I'm tripping balls. I might trip and fall up against the wall. I got a telephone trying to make my bird calls. Damn, I guess it didn't work. I'm surrounded by robots twerking in mini skirts. But that's it.
That was awesome. Thank you, dude.
Yeah, of course, man.
Where can everybody?
I appreciate y'all inviting me on, man, and I'll be certain, whenever I do drop some, I'll be able to holler at you guys, and
awesome.
We can fuck around and have more phone call conversations.
We've been waiting like a year for this.
Yeah, because like I said, I messaged you like when I found Ate Me, and like I just figured you were busy and stuff, dude. But I was like, shit, let me hit him up again. Let me do it on I think it's SoundCloud, and then you got back to me on there. I was like, cool.
Yeah, I'm totally with the internet. I don't really know how to use the internet that well, and I get kind of scared about it.
We have our buddy Pete's like that.
Yeah, I'm a complete caveman.
If I snapshotted like some of the mentions that people send me, it scares me, man. There's weird people out there. So when I'm making stuff, I tend to try and not interact with it. But if when I finally saw that stuff, I hit you guys right up because I fuck with y'all, and I'll be sure to keep in touch now. So
cool. Thank you, man.
Thank you. I'm gonna keep listening when this comes out. Make sure you hit me up.
Yeah, man. I'll definitely send you it all, bro.
All right. Peace out, guys.
Later, bro.
Take care, man.
Have a good one, man.
Cool.
That was awesome.
Fucking awesome, dude. That shit was good. That's what I was gonna say. Like his shit, like definitely has a jazz influence. Like in the beats and everything. Like
the best part is we were torturing the cat the entire time.
Yeah, I was laughing too because I'm looking. The number is blocking, so it just looks like you guys
were
are
just
poking
pens at your wiener and shit. Like yeah. Pizza's rubbing your crotch lovingly.
This fat bastard rolling over.
The pharaoh.
You're like
the cat was never there.
You should see the position he's in right now.
Is he like look? fucked up
completely
or is
upside
he
down right now.
loving life?
Oh, he was.
He's licking life right
Yeah,
now.
now he is.
All right, guys, we're gonna take
We'll
a
be
break.
back.